Let me make sure everything is working the correct way before we even get started. But what is up, y'all? Welcome to another ramen talk, ramen yaps, ramen talk, ramen TED talk, ramen talk. You know what I'm saying? I said that like 4 times. But hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Hope y'all been having a blessed one. Now today we not going to do much of. It's gonna be a ramen talk like how we used to, but I don't know what would be the question. You feel me? Because um, I'm gonna just start off in saying that it's gonna be around the topic of perfection and kind of things can't be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And if things were perfect, like life or relationships or jobs or the grind to something, then that would be a bad sign. I feel like without some type of resistance, it doesn't get anywhere. So I guess we can the question will probably be, why is perfection bad? But you know but so
Why seek answers when we
the reason why I came up with this kind of topic was because today me and my father got into a argument, and and like obviously we were both mad and stuff like that, and it's like relationship with my dad, I kind of just got to know him like within this past year, from a child and everything like that. He wasn't really in my life, but he's here now, and that's all that really matters, you know what I'm saying? And some of you may know that he had a stroke and everything like that, and so he's paraplegic, and I take care of him and stuff, and I feel like that's all I have to say about that. But so my point is that sometimes you get into disagreements, and this one was like kind of a big disagreement. But during that disagreement, I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, like this guy is just getting on my nerves, this and that, you know what I'm saying? And so obviously in the moment I'm going to be pissed off. Me and him both are pissed off, and like we're both arguing and stuff like that. But then after everything died down, and even before I had gotten to the gym, I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, everything cannot be perfect, and even though some cruel things were said, like at the end of it all, like we both kind of apologized about it and everything like that. But what my point is, and then I even kind of came back to him and just told him that everything can't be perfect, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, yeah, if it was perfect, then there would be something wrong. And that just, like, the whole time I was at the gym, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about the things that I have done in my life, or the things that I'm doing in my life, you know what I'm saying? And just how that's not perfect either. But
Score 0-1.
But it not being perfect it lets me know that I'm going in the right direction. And to me, that's everything, you know what I'm saying?
Something has to change.
And it's just, and in that sense, it's in its truest kind of form, if you get what I'm saying. Like,
stay close.
if you're doing
I can't hear you
whatever
if you
you're
stay.
doing in life and it shows not to be perfect, then that means you're doing something, you're going somewhere with that. And that could even be for relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is not going to be perfect in a relationship, no matter if it's a girlfriend, if it's a parent, or anything, You guys have to kind of have those type of fights to understand each other better, to even understand yourself better, and how you work in certain situations, you get me? So, like, I feel like people always see certain, like, fights or certain things that's so bad, or just when something is going bad, they're like, oh my gosh, this and that. Like it's chalk, it's cooked, but no, it truly just means that you're getting somewhere with whatever that's not perfect, you know. And it sounds weird when you say it, but it truly makes a lot of sense, you know, because nobody that's ever been successful has sat there and said, oh yeah, this has worked out all the time, this has been perfect. No, they always talk about there's certain setbacks that they had to overcome, but in those setbacks, they've learned a lot, whether it's about themselves or about the thing that they are doing, you know what I'm saying? And setbacks are needed for us to grow, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously I'm not saying without no rain there's no growth. There's growth all the time, you know what I'm saying, in almost everything. Even if it doesn't, even if bad things don't happen, there's still growth. But when the bad things happen, you gotta dance through that rain, you feel me? You can't just be walking through the rain with your head down, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I think fucks people up. Because I feel like that's what fucked me up for like a long time. It was just like when a bad thing is happening or bad thing happen, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? Dude, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? And that's never good, you know what I'm saying? You can't, because when you start thinking like that and start looking at it like, why is this happening to me? It makes your mind, and it makes you think that you're kind of doing something wrong when all it is you're growing, you know? Like, and that honestly brings a smile to my face, just because it's like, man, I know I'm growing, you know? I'm saying I know I'm growing, and I know that even the instance with me and my father, like, I know that we're growing as like a dad and son, you know what I'm saying? And just like how when followers of Christ, you know, like it's said to not look at it as, God, why are you doing this to me? But okay, God is doing this to me for a reason, you know. There's a reason why I'm going through this. And you come out stronger though. You come out stronger than you were before. And so, and you guys see how that all ties in, you know? It ties in because
tranquility.
It's not there to break you down. It's not there to stop whatever you have. It's there to only build you up and make you a stronger person than you was before. Because now when that obstacle comes, or now when let's bring it back to me and my father, like when that fight happened or that topic occurs, we know the border of that topic, you know, or we know how each other think in this, so it won't affect us as it did the first time, you know what I'm saying? And so we're better understanding of each other now. And then all it really takes is to, in an instance when you're thinking that, why is this not working out? Why is this not this? Why is this not that? You gotta understand that nothing is perfect. And even if you think that, okay, this has been going bad for so long, this and that, you're wanting it to be perfect, you know? Like, and like, you have to be true with yourself, you know? You have to be true with the things you do and the things you say to yourself, because that will make a big impact on how far you get. You know what I'm saying? And that's just basically what I really wanted to say, is just, you know, nothing can always be perfect. Nothing can, there's gonna be setbacks. There's gonna be times where you don't think that this, that, or that isn't right, but you have to understand that that is all part of the growing process. Because then you're gonna look back and be like, damn, you know, like, okay, that was needed for that. Or there's certain skills that you gain from that one interaction that you thought was terrible, but that now helps you in the future, you you know what I'm saying? So just know that, you know, like, everything isn't going to be perfect, and you have to just understand that as a person, and that's going to bring me to one of my favorite quotes right now. You drown, and the quote is, I don't know who said it though, so if somebody could find that for me, that would be peak, that would be comp as hell. But basically, is you drown not by falling in the river, you drown by staying submerged in it. And that means if you think, but you don't drown in the river you're in by freaking staying submerged, or you don't drown by falling in the river. You literally, so any problem you're in, you don't drown in that unless you choose to drown in that, unless you stay in that, you know? Because yes, you're gonna fall, but are you gonna get up? Are you gonna fucking, like, okay, I'm in this freaking river, I'm in this bad situation, I know this isn't working out. Now, am I gonna sit here and be in my thoughts and think of, okay, everything's not perfect, so it's chalk? Or are you gonna swim? Are you gonna find the strength in yourself initially, you know? Even in relationships, you need to find the strength in yourself to understand the other person and understand yourself, you know? And I may be rambling, but if you understand, there's some truth to what I'm saying, I hope, you know? It's just, it's like, you find it in yourself, and you find it in the things that make you happy to keep pushing on and to get out of that river, you know? And not stay just trapped, and stay trapped in that mindset of everything is wrong. And there it is, right there, got it. It's that mindset that it's like, if you try to stay trapped in this negative mindset, you're gonna stay in that river, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to kind of swim out of it and find alternatives and better things, you know, and a better way of thinking of said situation or said mindset, you know what I'm saying? And so what I want you guys to think about today is think about a time where you got mad that something wasn't going your way, and honestly think of kind of and think of how was your reaction to it, and literally think about if you could have made that situation better by swimming out of that water, or okay, recoup. Think about a time where you had an altercation with either yourself or somebody else, or think of just a time where you wanted something to work out and basically be perfect, but it didn't. What did you do? Did you get mad at that situation because it didn't go the way you wanted it to? Or did you be like, okay, maybe this is a stepping stone to what I really want, you know? Maybe this is a stepping stone to kind of get me out of that water, because now once I go into a certain a situation in the future, and you're not gonna know the future, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's what it is. So think of a time where you did that, but you were tripping about it in the time being because you wanted it to be perfect and work out, but in the future you had something better come, or you had something that you didn't have before, but it came from that last altercation or problem that you had before, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully this made some sense. I know it was everywhere, but I was understanding myself, you know what I'm saying? and that's sometimes my problem. I understand myself a lot, but other people cannot understand me sometimes, because I jump from one thing to another. But you know what I'm saying, hopefully it helped you. And you know, just think of a time where you wanted something to be perfect but it wasn't, and you got mad at it, and that in that situation you gain something from that situation that helped you in the further situation, and that just shows you that everything won't be perfect, but you will get to where you need to get to. You know what I'm saying? And there will be something in a time. It's always signs, but you just honestly have to keep your composure, you know, in those times, and understand that it's all part of the process. You know what I'm saying? And so, as well as a challenge, I just want you guys to, you know, have a good week. This will probably be posted on like Tuesday or something, but I just want you guys to have a good week, and you know, don't be so trapped in your mind, you know what I'm saying? And I know we all struggle with that, and just know that, you know, it's gonna be alright, really. That's what I'm really here trying to say. It's gonna be alright, you know what I'm saying? And you just have to know that you always want to move forward. You never want to stay in your mind and stay trapped and stay just in the back seat of things, you know what I'm saying? So just keep y'all head up, and you know what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe as always. And if you have any questions, you want me to say, if you have any topics you want me to talk about, or if you guys just want to vent any of your situations, I would love to hear it in the comments. So, you know what I'm saying, whenever that may be, I'll see it, I'll be waiting, you know. But, you know, thank you guys for watching if you watched this long and trying to understand me. I know it's a challenge, but, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. In this whole series, I will learn how to explain. And I've been reading more books so I can better explain things. But you know, we gonna get there one day. But you know, y'all have a blessed one, and you know, remember, the only limit is the one you put on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
1. Attackers in. Defend objective A.